And I'll fly into the end of the sky. So I'll be the one who doesn't have to say goodbye.
Hello guys, I'm National. This parody video called Parody Everything Wrong with Rarity Investigates. In 5 minutes, it's 5 minutes and 34 seconds long. Oh yes. Okay, Rarity Investigates, that's season 5 again. False Raymond Dash getting framed by Wind Rider in season 5.
Oh, come on!
There she goes. Yeah, I actually enjoyed this episode. Really did enjoy this episode when I reacted to it. I like the jazz feel, like the 1920s feel, and my opinion, Rarity is like the 1920s in a way. English 1920s, I should mind you. English 1920s. It reminds me of like maybe New York 1920s. I'm not sure. What's the difference between New York 1920s and 1920s from like in the UK, especially like murder mysteries like Poirot, because we already had a Poirot type episode before, but it was done in such a way. The title was like a Poirot. That was Mystery on the Friendship Express, and in Poirot it's Murder on the Friendship. It's Murder on the Orient Express. You get that right. But the main episode was...
Oh, come on!
Thank you very much. Was Sherlock Holmes. It was Sherlock Holmes. Both set in around 1920s. I don't know about Sherlock. Sherlock Holmes was maybe a bit earlier. But definitely, the title alone was Poirot or Murder on the Orient Express. But the main episode had more of a Sherlock Holmes film. Yeah. Well, we're going to get reaction starting. 3, 2, 1, go. That should be going automatically. It's full. Right. Everything wrong with Rarity Investigates.
Is that juniper phoenix I smell?
Yes, it is.
No, it's broccoli. Don't you just love my new femme mystique chic line of gowns?
No one ever said she was the element of humility.
I modeled them after the adventures of Shadow Spade.
Rarity's fan fiction takes the form of clothing, because of course it does. This
No,
obscene
really?
castle should be investigated. Rarity investigates the case of the lengthy writer credits.
Oh,
Pink
dear.
Dot appears for a single frame. Hey, you should know what you're getting into by now. Moral of the story? Flattery will get you anywhere, as long as you're pretty looking. The flattery actually has very little to do with it.
Yeah,
Rarity
that's true.
faces outside one moment, then directly towards him. Rarity's ability to charm starts to mirror that of an SCP.
You could
dear.
sweet talk a filly out of candy.
I don't know, Sassy.
Philly?
That kind of sweet talking is most effective against a very specific demographic, and you might end up on
Shit.
a list for trying it with children. This silent appearance from Princess Celestia got her into the credits.
How?
Equestrian finger food. Oh, hello, new character we've never seen before. Surely you won't be relevant to this mystery episode.
No, really?
Might beat your record.
Well, it's nice to meet you, fillies.
Apparently, this brief exchange was all it took for Wind Rider to create a disguise, head into town, buy a cake, cut a piece of Dash's mane sometime during the dinner,
Rainbow
order letters,
mane.
distract the guards
Dun,
with the
dun,
cake,
dun,
sneak
dun,
into this
dun.
hallway without being spotted, hide behind these curtains as they walk by, wait for Rarity and Dash to leave, then slide the letter under the door along with some of Dash's mane, and somehow leave without being spotted. He had to think of all this and carry it out before the dinner ended, before the cake shop closed for the night, with inexplicable timing and without being suspiciously absent. Wind Rider is a criminal mastermind. Wind
That's
Rider is
true.
hiding behind this curtain, but it
Yeah.
sure doesn't look like it. Dude must be as flat as a pancake.
Spitfire's mom sent a message that she was sick. Fly in her place.
This is the best thing ever!
Best thing ever! Shame Spitfire's mom had to get sick. I hope she survives whatever affliction she has. But still, best thing ever! Now that Rarity isn't sitting next to that filthy Pegasus, she gets
Oh, dear.
upgraded to a box seat.
My daughter's a wonderbolt, but I don't see her up there. Do you know Spitfire?
You know, Spitfire, the captain of the Wonderbolts, the world famous
Airplane.
flying team we're here to see right now. I'm related to her. These two suddenly disappear.
Oh dear.
Spitfire came by my room and told me she had to go see her mom at around midnight.
I was asleep at midnight.
Perhaps Dash settled into her room just before midnight and
And
fell
watched
asleep
Top
in 10
Gun
seconds
before-
flat,
night
or
before.
there was an abundance of time between Spitfire receiving the note and heading out. There is a third option though, and that's Wind Rider was hiding behind these curtains for hours all by
Hours?
himself. Misty Fly clearly says she should be suspended. This is at a point where absolutely no evidence to implicate Dash had been brought forth.
We're going to get to the bottom of this faster than my costume change.
Rarity would be excellent at cinema sins.
Yes,
And
that's
I'm on
true.
this case like a charm on a bracelet.
So small
bracelet?
and easily lost?
Rainbow Dash's tactics were...
Oh, 1920s feel to
hard.
it.
Did she say hurried or horrid? It's times like this where Rarity's fake accent becomes a detriment.
You're right. We don't get a lot of
Oh,
recognition
the
for what we
sexual
do.
And
theme.
what do you
Oh my
do
gosh,
exactly?
yeah, I remember
Besides vanish anytime a threat appears, of course.
Even I think I'm guilty at this point.
Rainbow Dash confesses in front of 3 witnesses. Strangely detailed Sherlock
Holmes.
references.
But some ponies already boarded. Who was the lucky pony?
What a vaguely threatening inquiry. Bakeries across Equestria had to stop disclosing customer information ever since the lemon muffin incident.
What do you mean, rasp?
Well, kind of like yours.
Implying Rainbow Dash sounds even remotely like Wind Rider.
If there's anything else you can remember, dish,
You'll have to forgive her. Rarity is easily distracted by neglected mugs.
dish.
These structural accents float in the next shot.
Oh dear.
I noticed some of the damask curtains
Language, Rarity! This is a kid's show.
indicating that some pony had been hiding behind them.
Okay, so he distracted the guards with the cake to get into the hallway. But since Dash was already sleeping by the time Spitfire found the note, indicating the note was slid under sometime after they arrived to their rooms, how did Wind Rider ever leave the curtains without being spotted by the guards, who had finished the cake and returned by this point?
A cake
They
that
didn't
was
spot him
ordered
go
by a
behind the
girl
curtains.
pony with-
Come
Rarity's
on.
so caught up in the moment, she forgot what a filly or mare was. If this takes place in Rarity's imagination, why would she imagine Wind Rider with a mare's jaw? Somewhere, off-screen, Wilhelm falls off a ledge in surprise.
Fine! You caught me! I did it!
Guilty party confesses for some reason, even though the circumstantial evidence doesn't even outweigh the accusations of motive against the framed party. Fleetfoot appears tiny and is probably meant to be layered behind Soren.
He said,
dear.
and I quote,
Heh.
"That's the polite but disingenuous laugh you make when you want to seem happy, but really
Let's
you're
just back
not."
some
Thank you,
capes in
Dr.
there.
Lightman. Raindrops inner leg cutie mark.
Oh dear.
This episode is so special that they use unique music for the credits. Why is that a sin, you ask? Because it reminds us of another special episode which didn't.
Ship 39. Sentence.
Stories are always full of mystery and suspense. Oh my, oh, there's been a mistake.
Wait,
I
oh.
ordered Rainbow Dash.
What? What? Okay, that's Parody Everything Wrong with Red Investigates in 5 minutes. I don't know if these are getting shorter or longer, but I don't know if I said in previous reactions that there's been less animation mistakes now. You can see, yes, still gonna find animation mistakes in probably in every episode, but there was tons of it in the first season, some in the second season. I'm not sure if they learnt a lesson in season 3. I'm rewatching season 3 again, and I'm doing more Tridashy, right? More Tridashy reference than anything else. But yeah, and like I said, I like this I like season 5. That's how I got into reacting, really, through reacting to season 5. Man, how many years that's been? That's 24. Oh my, 2015. Oh my gosh, I'm getting old. Oh my gosh. I've been done this for a very long time now. And 6, 7, 8, nearly 4 years. Oh my god, I'm old. Anyway, I did like this video. It was okay. like I said in the previous reactions as well, I'm waiting for episode 18. What sort of mistakes can you have in episode 18, hello? What sort of mistakes can you have in episode 18? I'm sure there's tons of it, like when Sweet Belle was singing, or like the auto-tune in that scene. Never really done. Yeah, that's one of them. I'm sure there's tons more as well. I don't know. Was it something to do with the rope? I don't know. It's been a while since I watched season 5. Oh, no, it wasn't that long ago. But okay, this was a good video. There's more to come when it comes to season 5 for Littleshy. And there she goes. Yes, and she wants me to stop the video. Yeah, well, hopefully you like this reaction and more reaction videos I do. And I'll see you next time. Oh, yes.
And I'll fly until the